Okay, I guess I'm going live already. This is just me again, playing around with my iPad. And that said, what I'm going to show you right now is some of the jewelry that I do have for sale at the art showcase. And if you're hearing this, you know, try dropping me a chat. I don't know how well it's going to work. Uh, I'm still trying out how to figure this software. But anyway, so right now what I'm showing you is my advertisement that I have on the art showcase, uh, and a barcode there that is about myself. Colette handles works with a lot of different a lot of artists, along with her gallery and other businesses that are in the shop. So if you get a chance, check it out. You might find more than just my jewelry, of course. She teaches classes, and they have piano there, and you got to check it out. Now, what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to switch uh, to try to show you uh, my iPad, and that's showing you what I'm looking at right now on my screen. But what I like to share with you is the Facebook Marketplace. If you go to Facebook Marketplace, you're going to see some of the jewelry that I have. And the thing about this is you can see that that I have different pieces on there. For example, if you go to that web page on Marketplace, you can see this. You can see this pendant that I have down at Art Showcase. Uh, and again, a couple other things that I have I can show you on there. And you can see as I'm holding this, it's coming onto the screen. So it's a pretty cool feature that I'm finally getting a handle on. But as you watch this video, you might disagree. This is the set of earrings that go with that pendant that I'm working on, that I have for sale on consignment down there at Colettes. Uh, Very reasonable price, of course. And then here's an assortment of other pendants that I have down there at Colettes. And again, this is on my iPad that I'm showing you on my screen. And these different pendants that you see, right here, this one right here, I don't, I don't know if you can see my mouse move across it. That's jade. This is that Ethiopian opal, and this is a piece of onyx, and that's coral inside of sterling silver jewelry that has cubic zirconium stone CZ set in. And that's also down at Colette's. Going back, I have this posted on Art Showcase, on Facebook Marketing, because this is a way to advertise what I have for sale, and at the same time, you know, people might call me sometimes and say they're interested in it, uh, and then I send them down to Colette's. Again, this is a Navajo. Call it Navajo pearls because I started out, I wanted to make sterling silver beads. And then as I was doing some research and watching YouTube, and I saw that an American Indian, Navajo, making these by hand. That's available down at Colette's. A couple more that I'll show you that I made, and they're down at Colette's, are these pewter. It's called Britannia metal, white metal, but it's a combination of pewter, tin, and zinc. Yeah, and I have it on that paper there that you see on the monitor. And those are cubic zirconia, or short for CZs, that are set, a flush setting. They're also called a gypsy setting. And I have a couple variations of those down there. Uh, Also, this is some other ways that I boxed them and priced them. You can see the price on them. And these pieces right here, I put them in and I think a nice little jewelry box. You see the prices there. And they're available at Colettes, so you might want to go down there and check it out. And let me go back one. This is one of the displays that she has down there for me, and some other people's jewelry. On the bottom, you'll see that these are copper pendants, and those copper pendants and shell pendants, and just an assortment of works that you see there. Here I'm doing a flip to a screen that's not working, so I'm going back to this. On here, they're down there, you might want to look at them. These are all copper down here, copper pendants, copper bracelets, and some seashells, and some of these might have been sold already, but I haven't got an update photo. Going and showing you a few more pieces that are down there at Colettes. A piece of turquoise that I set in sterling silver. And this is a Australian Lightning Ridge opal. I call it a black opal, but it's also a triplet. There's 3 layers to that pendant, and the bottom layer is onyx, or sometimes obsidian, black, and then the sandwich part, you know, the peanut butter and jelly part between the pieces of bread, that's a thin slice of opal, and then on top of that's the quartz. So when I talk about a sandwich, that's kind of what I'm referencing. But they're beautiful pendants and affordable. If you try to buy them even online, you'll see that I'm selling it cheap. And partly because I went down there to Colettes. Oh, and by the way, you see my YouTube logo on there. If you get a chance and you go to YouTube, because I'm broadcasting this on YouTube and here on Facebook, I think. And if you look at it there, you can also subscribe to my webpage. Or when I say my webpage, I mean my Facebook channel that I've been working on. And I'm, I got plans to show how to use notebook on your iPad or your iPhone to draw with, to take notes with, which is really pretty cool. And again, jumping back to my jewelry, this is some of my other work that's down at Colettes. And again, the whole purpose of this video right now is just to promote that. We'll jump through here real quick. Let's see, when I say real quick, this is a pendant that I had down there that Colette just recently sold for me. It was a big piece of turquoise that I got in Tonopah, Nevada. I went out there and took a class on lapidary, and we went through the tailings, and I got a bucket of turquoise, and of course I tumbled them. And this one is a simple prong setting, and the chain I made it out of, I recycled my silver scrap, and I melted it down, and then I made little coils, and when I rolled it through my rolling mill, I made it half round, but these were all different diameters that I pulled through a draw plate, and that sold. Colette sold it for me, and that tickled me to be able to sell something like that. And then here's some other things that I have down there, some money clips. They're German silver. German silver is nickel. It's nickel and copper and maybe, I don't know what the other metal is. But again, check it out. If you get a chance, go down to Colette's. This is a Punisher ring that I made. It's a lost wax casting. It's pretty reasonable. again, you might be interested in. And as you go across here, these are some other pendants that I made. Some of them are already sold. They're very reasonable. These were all made out of copper scrap that I recycled, and these were stones that I cut. This is amethyst. These two are turquoise set in copper. That's a commercial chain that I bought. I didn't make that chain. Sometimes it's just cheaper to buy them made already. And these, when I've dropped my price on them because when I first sold them, people were just coming from Hawaii, and they're very expensive over there. They saw this and they jumped on it. And right now I'm selling them very reasonable. They're shells that I picked up and polished in Okinawa. Here's another piece of jewelry that I made. It's a lost wax casting. The eyes are made out of red coral that I cut by gluing the coral onto a toothpick and then cutting it on a carborundum and diamond wheel. Probably I should wrap it up here because I guess I'm long-winded, but that's part of the fun. Sometimes people will actually take the time to look at it. So this is using my Facebook Marketplace, and these are the photos that I posted on Facebook Marketplace. And so you can see right here, if you can see the little dots across the top up here, those little dots, when I tap on that and I can go to each one, and you can see these are all fabricated out of copper. So when I melted the copper and then I ran it through my rolling mill to shape it. Another beautiful shell pendant. I picked up these in the island of Molokai and wired them together. These down here are called puka shells, and they erode, the sand erodes them, puts a little hole in them. And again, this is, the back and front side, and if you can see up there, there's two out of two photos. So if you're not familiar with Facebook Marketplace, and then the next time I like to promote my artwork that I have for sale. We'll stop with this one right here, but this is an acrylic painting I took from I had another art teacher, Julie Eldridge, and this is an acrylic painting, and it's framed, and it's also ready for sale. So that said, next time I'm going to show some jewelry, and then I'm going to show you how to work with these programs here, if you're interested, and I'll post them. But I'm going to show you how to use your iPad to take notes, put drawings in there, create a drawing, photos that I've edited, engravings. These are drawings of ideas that I have for pendants. I'm going to show you how I took notes in Colette Pictures art class. This Sean Pryor was an artist that she had featured online workshop. And that said, the other one that I'm going to spend some time on later on is showing you how to use this program that's called Procreate. And Procreate, as you see right here, I have a lot of different drawings going on at the same time. Example, I had a rooster that I started drawing. I had, and this is the evolution of that rooster using my iPad. And so I have a lot of different things to share. If you think you're interested, let me know. Later on, if you want to restore a photo, I can show you how you might go about doing that. And again, check out Colette's art showcase. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what she has to offer there. And there's a lot of other artwork down there, from paintings, photography, jewelry. There's a seamstress down there. There's a piano class, a piano teacher. There's a frame making. shop that just does beautiful work. You'll have to check it out. Again, thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it if you drop me a note. It's also going to be posted, it's on Facebook now, and it's on YouTube. So I'm going to keep working on promoting my jewelry, my artwork, and then later on just some show and tell on how to use notebook software and Procreate to do some drawing just for the fun of it. No pressure, no mess, just, you know, from drawing with your finger to using a stylus. That's very simple. And again, a little more detail than with your fat finger like mine. So again, thank you. Later, buenas noches.